You're listening to the WoA podcast
with Laura
and Lanina, where we talk about what's on your mind
right now. Welcome.
What's up, party people?
Welcome to our first ever WoA podcast. I'm Laura.
Oh, and I'm Lanina.
We're going to be talking about Scandal.
Scandal.
Not just any scandal, the TV show Scandal.
The Scandal.
The Scandal.
Yeah. But it's coming back in its fourth season on January 29th. It's going to fill that 10 p.m. slot again. Am I right?
I think it's at 9.
It's
going to be at 9. So remember, at first, Scandal started at 10 o'clock, always on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And so that was like a perfect thing for me because
No.
I could like go out on Thursdays and then come home and like 10 o'clock is a normal time. But they moved it to 9 p.m. last season.
They made it earlier
They
last
made it
season?
earlier, and it's going to be earlier again. So it's going to be at 9 o'clock.
I'm messing up.
So you got to cut your stuff short.
My socializing, cut my Tinder date short.
On Thursdays, yes.
In fact, I won't even like schedule a date on Thursday. I'll just leave it open as
Scandal Thursday.
Shonda Thursday.
So wait, Shonda Thursday, you watch other shows?
I watch a whole entire lineup. I watch Grey's Anatomy, How to Get Away with Murder, and Scandal. So it's like I'm glued to the TV, and I've got my phone in the other hand tweeting.
I only watch Scandal.
Okay.
I don't have the patience for all of that.
All right. Well, I'm sorry for you.
I'm sorry for me too. But which is your favorite?
I don't. You know how like you can't. Okay, I can't really choose which is my favorite because they're all so different. But Grey's Anatomy, we've been writing since like college. Like that's my show. Like I've been watching it for years now.
But that seems like a very adult show, is it not?
Well, I am an adult.
I know, but like back in college, it's a different mindset than where we are now.
No, I've been writing with Shonda Rhimes since college.
Good.
Yeah. What is it like? I'm not even gonna say how many years, but it's been some years. I can't do the math.
Anyway, Scandal's coming back. I'm very excited. I'm excited and not excited at the same time because last season I don't know if I really liked it. I kind of would like the first few seasons of Scandal, I got home at the time and I watched it, and maybe because it was at 10 o'clock, it was a little easier to do that.
Yeah.
But it seems like last season I was just DVRing it, and I would just have to stay off of Facebook and Twitter on Thursday night, and then on Friday morning I would just watch it, or like Friday night, you know?
Remember the time that I spoiled the plot for you?
Lanina spoiled Scandal for me.
Sorry, Laura.
Because I was watching it on Netflix or whatever site, I'm not sure. I was watching it, I was binge watching it, and she said, "Oh my God, did you get to the part where they shot the president?"
That was like an epic spoil.
And my face like dropped. I was like, no.
And I'm like,
I didn't see that.
You didn't get there yet. My bad. Never mind. Cancel.
So she
Sorry.
ruined that for me.
My bad, sis.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's why I don't talk to Lanina about Scandal until I'm absolutely caught up. And you should not be listening to this unless you are absolutely caught up.
Because spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert from now on.
For you. Yeah.
And in case you didn't see the president got shot yet, then you're way behind.
Yeah, it's like you've been living underneath a rock and you deserve to have your show spoiled. How about that?
Well.
So you're going to run us through the recap of season
4. Because it's a 2-part season.
Oh, no. It is. Oh.
So we saw half of season 4 and we're going to see the rest of it on Thursday.
Got it. It came back from its hiatus.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So I felt like overall the season was up and down, but mostly down until the last 2 episodes.
Okay. What happened in the last 2 episodes?
It was when Papa Pope went and like all hell broke loose. Remember when they were in the restaurant?
Yeah.
Olivia's like trying to get him.
Yeah.
But then he like orchestrated the whole thing.
He tried. Okay, Olivia tried it, and then she failed.
She failed.
Okay.
And her face, like the lip quiver was too much that day because
Oh
I
my
was just
God.
like, oh my God. Like I was with her. I thought she was going to get it done. She had the president, she had everybody on her side. And this guy still,
He
like,
is a
he's a fox.
diabolical
Yeah.
master. And like one of the things that like really stood out to me that season, in the fall, was when like Olivia like shot and killed her dad. She would have done it.
Yeah, because he gave her the gun. He like set it. He is a genius. He set it up so that she would take the gun from him, and she's an idiot because you didn't think that he already had figured that out.
5 steps ahead of you.
He's like, here, I'm gonna leave the gun on the table and threaten you, and then you're not gonna do something. And she pulled the trigger. I'm surprised that she pulled it, but not mad at her for it. If that makes any sense.
I'm not surprised that she pulled the trigger. She hates her father. And she made that very clear.
But she hates him for framing Jake. It seems like she's kind of like a what have you done for me lately kind of person with her dad. Because she hates him for the way he treated her whole life. Yeah. In a way, like, and I understand that. But then, like, I don't know. She finds little things to be like, oh, Daddy, you bought me wine. You put me on an island. I love you again. And then she acts like he's not the same crazy guy that, like, tried to kill her and, like, killed her mom and all this stuff. Like, all this
Well,
stuff
that's an interesting perspective. Because, quite frankly, I think that she's always hated him. And she was just, coping with her prisoner. And this is what he wanted. He's like, okay, we're going to have dinner every Sunday, and we're going to act like this is how normal people act, and this is how we're going to do it. You know?
But then if she hates him, why is she doing all that?
Because he's the most powerful man in the world.
He's more powerful than the president.
Yeah. So it's like her father is the most powerful man in the world, and her boyfriend is the most powerful man, second most powerful man in the world.
Okay, but now you said her father, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
But then what is Jake? Where does Jake fit into all this?
Well, that's what Jake is going to have to figure out.
Because I love Jake.
In the spring.
Some of our fans and our friends gave us some quotes on Scandal, what they think about it.
Basically, they were saying that how much they love Scandal.
They were.
No, okay, most of them were like, I hate Scandal. I don't ever want to see this again, but I'm going to watch because it's a train wreck.
There we go. Jessica says, Olivia's dad is a great show villain. He's so extra. His obsessive, controlling, and unstable love that he has for his daughter makes you feel sorry for him. And then he also makes you think he's out of his damn mind.
That sums it up.
That does.
Thank you, Jessica.
Like that. Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Anyone else said anything about Papa Pope?
Wow.
Oh, here we go. I wanted to get to this point about Fitz and Jake. Mm-hmm. So Barbara says, Fitz needs to be a better president. Stop needing Olivia to save you. Which is true. He keeps pulling her back in to his mess because he needs her. Like, I don't think, and that whole thing that happened a couple seasons ago where they fixed the election, he would have never been the president if not for everyone around him. And now everyone's just holding him up, and he's trying to take her away from Jake, even though I think Jake is good for her, and I like Jake.
Jake is a carbon copy of her dad.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
How?
He had her dad's job. He did he executed the same things that her dad, Rowan, executed. So he is her dad. She is hooking up with her dad. That is the mirror image. I don't know that this is going to be like, oh, well, he's much better for her. He is safe because that kind of diabolical thinking and strategizing is what she knows. That's what her character knows.
Yeah.
With that said.
But then is Fitz any better for her?
Who knows? Shauna
I
knows.
don't think
I don't know. I have no idea.
And our friends don't think so either.
I don't know.
What do they say about Fitz? Let's see. Barbara says, last season of Scandal was great. However, I'm so over Fitz and Olivia. They are not going the distance enough.
So wait, what's the distance?
They're not going to have that house in whatever...
Vermont
or Maine
the
or
lodge,
whatever.
or what was it, Maine?
I don't know what it was,
Whatever.
but it was
The
like
sweat lodge.
a white picket fence kind of place.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. And especially because Fitz knows everything Melly has done for him now. He can't leave her. He's stuck with her now. Unless she decides to leave him.
Yeah, she's probably going to decide to leave him.
I hope she does.
Good for her.
She puts up with too much. She's like my favorite character.
Melly?
Yeah, I love her.
Okay. Interesting.
She really, really is.
She's not my favorite.
She's not?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I think she complains too much. That's it.
But all that she's been through, she has a right to complain.
The president got shot and was almost killed.
Uh-huh.
Every single one of those characters is like, it's in life and death, peril. And so it's kind of like, well, yeah, bad things happen all the time. She ain't the only one. And she just complains and whines and wah, wah, wah. And I'm like, okay. Can we stop?
She got raped by Fitz's dad. Mm-hmm. She possibly had his dad's kid. I don't know, did they resolve that? Was that ended up being Fitz's kid, or we don't know?
It was the dad's kid, but the DNA samples got switched.
Ew, it was the dad's kid?
Mm-hmm.
That's gross.
Okay.
Yuck. Okay. They didn't make a big enough deal about that. Like, that's a big deal.
Okay. Olivia made it go away. If I remember correctly, Olivia made it go away.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that it's not like Jerry Springer, but I'm just saying it's, it's kind of ratchet.
It is. Anyway, so Melly went through that. She stayed with him. She gave up her career to be with him. Like, what else can she do for Fitz? And he's constantly cheating on her in front of her.
Well, it's her choice to stay.
It is her choice to stay. Yeah. She should leave.
So why am I going to feel sorry for her?
I liked when she hooked up with the vice president, because I'm like,
and he turned out to be a tool anyway.
I know. I was
Remember?
so disappointed. Because I was all excited. Like, every time she'd hook up with the vice president, I was like, yes, good for you. Get him back. Get him back. And then, like, first of all, he went and found out, and he got mad about it. What right does Fitz have to be mad that Melly is cheating on him when he's cheating on her all the time right in front of her face?
Well,
that's hypocritical.
Sure. It's a double standard.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
It ain't right.
Okay.
And he
Fair
ain't
enough.
right.
What else happened last season? Oh, okay. Here's one thing that I remember from last season that I think should have spurred more conversation, right? Red, what's her name?
Don't call her Red. Her name is Abby.
Right. Anyway, Abby. Pardon me. She reacquainted with her ex-husband who used to beat her. Mm-hmm. And I remember like that scene where she like sees him again, and then I looked on my Twitter feed to see like what are people saying about this? Like, oh man, she's confronting post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
And she's like she's in the same room as her abuser. Why isn't this making why are people tweeting about this? Like, oh my goodness. Like, what's going on? Sure. Look at Abby, and I can't believe this is going on.
I think because it's too uncomfortable. Because she was a mess. She was trying to keep it together at work. Like, that was great acting on her part.
It was too real.
It was too real. Like, she was at work crying, trying not to get caught by her coworkers because she's in a new job. So she doesn't want to be seen as like the woman at work crying.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because who would really even understand? Like, who would feel for her? It's like a bunch of men.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. She
played that really well.
She played it excellent.
Yeah.
And so I thought like this should be like
big deal.
I'm like, so why aren't people tweeting about this? Like, oh, look at Abby and what she's dealing with, and this is so relatable. man, why do we have to put up with this?
I don't
Why,
think people
why,
talk about
why?
that stuff.
No, definitely. I would feel uncomfortable talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about that guy that she ends up hooking up with? That frumpy-looking guy,
Leo Bergen.
Which, like,
You thought
I didn't
he was
find
frumpy?
every time because he's been in the show for the whole time,
Yeah.
like in the background, and I was always like, oh, it's that guy, that frumpy guy. Like,
Yeah. What
he's
makes
not,
him? What
he
makes
doesn't
you,
stand out as like attractive to me.
he probably needs a better haircut, and
Maybe
and
I don't know.
he'll be unfrumped.
Yeah, he just comes off a little like
dowdy.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, but when they kissed, I was like, oh my god, this is perfect.
It was sexy.
It was really
It was.
perfect.
It was.
Good. And I was happy for her. And then the whole thing, now David Rosen found out about it and he's feeling away. And it's like, I don't know, like I kind of feel bad for him, but not really, because he messed that up.
Didn't he break up with her?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he did.
I think so too. I don't know. I don't remember.
I think he broke up with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Something happened, they broke up. He could have tried harder to keep her. You can't be jealous then if someone's dating someone else.
It's my right to be jealous.
What do we think
that
of
song.
Cyrus, who was my favorite character prior to this season?
Okay. Well, I feel like Cyrus's character will develop because we're seeing, in the beginning, we were seeing like glimpses of his softer side. You know, his relationship with his husband, now deceased husband. What was the husband's name again? I can't remember.
I don't remember. He was
Yeah.
adorable, though. He was a
Yeah.
great character, and I wish I never killed him. Although it got a
You
little
know who
old
killed
that
him?
he was chasing.
Jake.
Look, Jake is sexy.
Jake is just like Rowan, just like Olivia's daddy. That's who.
Look, Barbara here says, the best scenes, though, are often the ones where they're talking about sex, but not talking about sex.
So like innuendo.
Innuendo. So Jake had this scene where he was talking to Olivia
Yeah.
about how she wants to be with the president.
Yeah.
But he, in a way, said he has a bigger penis than the president. I forgot the words he said, but it was so hot. Oh, no, he said, because I can reach you in places he never can.
Oh.
That's what I said. And I was like, oh my god, no one caught that? Like, that was the best line of the whole season.
Really? I'm sure someone picked it up. Black Twitter was probably blown up like when they said that. But hey, I'd be curious to see, like, hear what the comments were. But if a guy ever said that to me, I'd be like, come again? What'd you say?
But she didn't even react to it because it was too good. Like that was a great scene. That was my favorite line from the whole season. But yeah.
What about the bitch boy?
Oh, bitch baby.
Oh, was it bitch baby?
Was Cyrus.
Yeah.
So Olivia got in Cyrus's face and told him to stop being a bitch baby. And that
This was
is supposed to
after-
make him man up.
Wait, hold on. This was after his job was in jeopardy. Like
His husband got killed.
Yeah, was that what?
Wasn't that what it was?
What was the lead up to that?
Wasn't it that the president needed Cyrus?
Yeah.
She was trying to be like, you need to take care of him because I'm not taking care of him. Because that's what she does. She kind of passes the buck on Cyrus. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop on her.
we have a lot of shitting on Olivia Pope. Let me read you
No,
some more
God,
of our quotes from our friends. Tamika, my sister-in-law, says, I like the whole woman in power. I love it. But Olivia loses her power when she becomes a weakly, high-class hooker. Liv is too loose, and TV glorifies it, and it's disgusting.
That is not fair.
It's fair.
We're slut-shaming her now?
We're not
No.
slut-shaming her.
Yeah, well, hello. She's too loose, and TV glorifies that, and it's disgusting.
She's
No, it's not
sleeping
fair.
with two men back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And maybe it's not a slut thing, but it's like a get your mind right and figure out what you want to do. How long has this been? that she can't figure out who she likes. I mean, yeah, I'm a woman, and I say there are decisions in my life where I'll go back and forth on things, or maybe I may take a long time to make up my mind on things. People need time to decide things, but when you're dealing with this guy is married, and this guy is not married, either like what is so difficult about that?
But here's the thing. I read this somewhere, maybe on like a quote on Facebook, one of those graphics, right? Mm-hmm. Like, indecision is a decision. She's making her decision by not making one. Because, quite frankly, she doesn't want either of these guys. And that is how I think about it.
But then why does she have both of them? If you don't want them, let them go.
She's lonely.
Well, then she should have got with Harrison before he got killed.
But they had more brother-sister relationship.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Okay. I think she's just lonely.
Yeah.
And she's like...
And she's taking everything she can get?
No. I think it's a matter of proximity. These are the men that she's attracted to because they resemble her father.
Yeah.
And it's on some like Oedipal complex thing. And she's like, I don't know, some people... I've heard this, like, you marry your father or whatever. Yeah. It doesn't have to be true. And she's just, like, falling right into it, hook, line, and sinker. And it's kind of like, okay, lady, make a different choice. But she's not making a decision. And, I mean, like,
but it sometimes... Like she did. When she said, I'm picking Jake. When Jake was all beaten up and looking like a puppy dog. And the president had, like, beaten him. Yeah, and he was all like... And then she's like, he's like, you don't have to choose me. But you have to choose him. The president beat the crap out of him and is imprisoning him falsely. And he looks like one of those.
But then Olivia...
ASPCA
But here's the thing. Olivia is like Captain Save-A-Ho. Like, she needs to be rescuing somebody sometime, right? And so there's like that psychology of like, I need to go and rescue someone. I need a project. And hello, we all know someone in our lives who are like, I've got a new pet project, who like, they devote their energy into fixing someone up, fixing a man up, propping them up, propelling them, saying, you go for your dreams, you do this, you do that, and then, their lives are great. Well, the men's lives are great, but then what about the woman who was like propping them up, saying, fixing them, hooking them up, upgrading them, But
then Melly is the one that upgraded Fitz. And now Olivia's trying to come in and steal all the shine for that. No.
You're not going to put this all on Olivia.
I like Olivia as a businesswoman. In her relationship...
A businesswoman? She doesn't ever seem like she's working.
She's always working. She has a case every single episode.
Fair enough.
That's what the show's about.
Okay, excuse me. She doesn't ever look like she's growing her business because she's always running around. She's like, she has all these trysts.
And she leaves the business to like everyone else to deal with.
Well, maybe she's just like an ace entrepreneur. Like, she doesn't need to be in her business for it to run.
Well, she's so well known that people automatically come to her. She doesn't need.
Here's why I don't think that she's a good businesswoman, because she left and went to what's-its-face
Zanzibar
for 2 months, and the office closed down, and her people needed to go get jobs at like TechCrunch and like Tech Hub, or what was that? What's that other thing?
I don't know.
Like, what is that Apple Care? the Genius Bar. The Geek Squad. She had to go shovel what's-his-face from the Geek Squad.
Oh, yeah. Huck was at the Geek Squad. That was a really funny
Quinn,
scene.
What was she doing? Collecting unemployment?
I like that scene because she went in and she's like, I need my phone fixed. He's like, your phone works. And she broke it. She's like, no. That was funny. I like
That's
that.
crazy.
I like that.
Yeah.
But he was right to be mad at her for leaving.
Yeah.
And she should have never came back.
Yeah. So no, I don't respect her business savvy because she didn't leave a plan, like a contingency plan.
But she knows how to fix things.
Okay, so she broke she broke her job and then fixed it.
Yeah.
That is so tiring. It's exhausting.
The show is exhausting. It's exhausting.
It's like, I can't. Okay.
What do we think about Huck and his family stalker situation?
I like that his son is so clever that he figured out that Huck is his dad.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like that.
I like the son.
Yeah, I like that. I like them together. I don't like the fact that Huck is sneaking with his son. It feels like a lascivious affair.
I think he should have like a distance to it. Like if they're playing online and they're talking on like chatting with each other, I think that's fine. But clearly when the little kid is going where Huck is working, that's not working out because we saw that scene where a little kid had the little ice cream. First of all, in the middle of the winter, this kid goes to get ice cream in the dark of night when there's no ice cream trucks around. I didn't hear any Mr. Softy like music. I didn't hear anything.
Do they have that in DC, Mr. Softy?
I don't know. If you live in DC, tell us if they have Mr. Softy. But but I didn't hear, any music. The kid is like, oh, I'm gonna get ice cream, and then he comes back and he sees like his dad murdering someone.
Like strangling the life out of a sinister dude. Like,
and then the ice cream falls
ridiculous.
So perfect. And then his face dropped. It was
right. So
it made me laugh out loud. It was ridiculous.
Okay, I took that scene very seriously because you know what? It was very like the symbolism was alive, right? It was like, the little kid, doe-eyed little kid, and he finds his daddy, yay, with his ice cream cone, licking it, and then watches his dad kill a man, like break a man's neck. What the heck? And then the ice cream falls, and then the ice cream just falls off the cone. Like that lost innocence.
But the same kid who was playing
poetic.
Grand Theft Auto or whatever with his dad, where they're murdering people.
Well, it's a video game, not the same as watching your dad kill a man.
I know. But the kid is not that innocent. He's like a teenager.
Lost innocence. I'm
Fine.
sticking with my
cheesy.
I love my
so
symbolism
cheesy.
and imagery.
With the ice cream falling?
Yeah, I love
it. That
it.
was so ridiculous.
Because how is it that you pick up an ice cream that's fallen on the ground? You wouldn't.
You don't.
You don't.
It's just gone.
Hey, listen, that scene really resonated with me because I must have been like maybe 7 years old, and my parents and we went to the ice cream shop, and I got like 2 scoops of whatever ice cream, right? It was a Baskin Robbins, and it was hot that day. It was hot. And so I'm eating.
Like days you would get ice cream, not in the winter.
Right. Licking. Would you believe my ice cream fell on the floor? And guess what happened? I cried. And then you know what happened? My parents just stepped right over the ice cream and said, let's go home. They did not replace the ice cream. I was so sad.
That should teach you a lesson.
What's the lesson?
To take care of the things that you care about.
I was enjoying it. I was eating the life out of that ice cream. I was enjoying it so much that it fell over.
You were being, careless with it.
No. I rebuke you. Hell no. It was kind of like, oh man, it was that loss. The sense of loss. Like a baby losing ice cream.
Speaking of babies, what about baby Quinn?
Baby Huck?
Baby Huck.
Baby Huck,
Baby Huck, that's what I mean.
Baby Huck is Baby Quinn now.
Baby Quinn.
Yeah.
No. I don't know.
I don't
I've had a few
really
people tell me
resonate
that they want
with
her off the show.
Because I don't know. I don't really resonate with her character.
I used to kind of relate to her character. I think she's a good actress. I like her as an actress. But then it's like, I didn't like when she hooked up with Huck. Like, that threw me off. Like, the whole weird, like...
I saw it coming. I was waiting for it.
I did too, but, like, it just changed my mind about her. I was like, oh, you're just not smart. Like,
why?
I don't know. I felt like it was not... First of all, they work together. Very closely together.
That's right. You don't where you eat.
You don't. And then it was like he was pulling her teeth out and she thought it was hot. Like, he's hurting you and now you want to have sex with him. That didn't make sense to me. It made me change my mind about it.
She forgave him.
Oh, she forgave him.
Yeah.
Immediately after he pulled the teeth out of her mouth.
No, it needed to heal first. The bleeding had to stop.
Okay. Well, what do you think about her new boyfriend, that other guy, the guy that likes the candy?
Charlie?
Charlie. I like him.
He's psycho.
Yeah, but they don't work together. I feel like if she's gonna
They did when she was in B613.
Okay, but I feel like if she's gonna like someone that's psycho, I'd rather she like him because he doesn't have a family.
Okay.
What's with this whole like women hooking up with married men on Scandal?
It happens often in real life as well. I'm not co-signing on anything
I'm not
like
either.
that, but it happens a lot. That's like real life.
Okay.
Life imitates art.
I want Huck to get with his family so bad that I don't want Quinn to like get in between that. And so I like that she has Charlie because she can stay away from Huck.
I don't
now.
ever see Huck going back to his civilian life ever.
I do. He can get some therapy.
Therapy.
He could read like a Steve Harvey book or like a self-help book, you know? And he can have like a makeover.
Okay.
And he will be like a normal person.
No,
Just
never.
a little weird.
Never. Normal people don't kill people for everyday
people
work.
Who have killed can become normal.
Is there any returning from that?
People who go to war, yes.
They don't come back the way they left.
But a lot of them get their life back together. It's possible. I think it's possible for him. Quinn needs to stay away because Huck is crazy for a reason. Why is Quinn crazy? No one ever answered that for me.
Well, she had that whole backstory about her boyfriend being killed and she was framed for planting a bomb and blah, blah, blah. I remember
but then
all
why
that.
does she want to murder people? That doesn't seem like enough. Huck, they sold me on that he's crazy. They locked him in a hole for like a month. They showed him normal, like the way he used to be when he was on that movie that we saw him from.
What movie is that?
That Dave Chappelle movie. What was that called? Half Baked. He was in Half Baked.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
when they show all
Half-Baked.
his backstory, it's like he looks like the guy from Half Baked, and then all of a sudden they show he went in the hole and he went crazy. But Quinn just had this little incident happen.
A little incident, life-altering incident where she lost her identity.
She lost her identity and she had a chance to start again. So should you start again as a crazy person?
Well, all right. You know, like you're the average of those that you're around.
Yeah.
She just happened to find work with people who are really. I can't even say complicated because everyone's complicated.
Yeah.
You know, it's not simple. People are complex, but she just found herself in that pool of people who live in a lot of gray area.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if Abby was nicer to her when she came and they would have been friends, she maybe would have not gone crazy. Because she was like, immediately went to Huck. And like, that's not someone you want to go to for support. You know what I mean?
Well, she probably like resonated with him. Like, oh, like I feel a pull here.
She had no choice.
Well, she did have a
Because Abby
choice.
and Harrison were like BFF.
Listen, these people. Quinn didn't have to work there. She could have left. Her character could have left.
She could have went to Zanzibar, and not been crazy
with Jake.
With Jake. Which that might happen. You never know.
You never know.
She
You
might end up with
never
Jake.
know.
She might end up with Jake. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Jake deserves someone normal. Jake has the potential to be normal. Can you give him that?
No.
Why?
No, he doesn't have the potential to be normal.
Why? He's telling Olivia all the time, I just want to go, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like how I feel when I kill people. He wants to be normal.
No, I'm not buying it.
All right.
I'm not buying it.
She's not buying it. Are you guys buying it?
They're not buying it either.
No.
They're rolling their eyes and saying,
Well,
hell no.
What do we think of Cyrus's male prostitute boyfriend, Michael?
I like him.
You like him?
I do.
Why?
He seems predictable. Leave the money on the nightstand, and you know what you're gonna get.
No, but he's working for Ellen's wife or for Portia.
Right. He goes wherever the money is.
Yeah.
Portia leaves the money on the nightstand.
And then he
does
sleeps with Cyrus.
and then
gets
Cyrus
his money too.
So
He's
look.
He's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, he's setting up multiple streams of revenue. He knows how to split that money 3 ways, yo. He's like, I'm a law student. I'm a hooker. I'm hooking for this person, and I'm getting paid twice for the same job.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But do you think that he actually likes Cyrus? Because they're supposed to get married now. Because they put it out there that Cyrus has this male prostitute.
Right.
And they're like shaming him for that, even though give him a
shaming
break.
Him
His husband got killed.
Do I think that the prostitute loves him? I think he will grow to love him. Because again, he's getting paid.
But there's glimmers in his eyes that he actually does care sometimes.
Yeah, every once in a while. But I don't think Cyrus will ever let the prostitute love him. Because Cyrus will never trust him.
Yeah.
And push him away. Because Cyrus did the same thing with his husband, pushed him away as well. Because he just does. He has trust issues.
But his husband was trying to get him. He was in cahoots with David Rosen, trying to reveal things about him.
All right, so Cyrus did have reason not to trust him.
Exactly. Cyrus is always right.
But it's why are you with someone you don't trust? Am I right?
That's a good question in life.
Thank you.
It's a good question.
That was a free nugget.
A free nugget.
I'm just doling out wisdom today.
So we know kind of what's going on. What do you think is going to happen this season? What do you hope happens?
Okay, so here's what I hope happens. Mama Pup is going to come back and fix everything.
Oh, God.
She's going to find her daughter. She's going to find her baby.
Yeah.
Well, Mama Pup is in prison right now, right?
I thought they said that Papa Pope killed her.
She ain't dead. But no one is ever dead on that show.
He would never kill her. He would just say he killed her because he loves her so much.
Right. The same way he loves Olivia so much.
Yeah.
So either way, Olivia's going to be rescued. And there won't be any war.
Rescued from what?
She was
kidnapped.
Got kidnapped. She was kidnapped. The last episode. Oh. While she was dancing in her underwear, drinking wine.
That was a cute scene.
Yeah, I loved it.
Except I knew something was coming. She can't ever be happy.
It was so suspenseful. She can't ever be happy because there's too much drama around her. She needs to cleanse, purge all that drama, leave it alone.
She needs to meditate because she brings drama wherever she goes. If I knew someone like that in real life, I would not be their friend because she's just so drama filled. She's very high school of a person. She always has drama.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm dramatic.
Yeah.
Not drama-full.
Exactly.
I think really dramatic things happen to her. Don't roll your eyes at me. What I'm saying is really important. I'm dropping a lot of knowledge here.
All right.
Really dramatic things. I'm about to. Really dramatic things happen to her. And I feel like she's a victim of her circumstances, even though she will never say that she's a victim. Just saying. You see how I sympathize with Olivia's belly aching and complaining, but I'm but Melly, I'm like, no, you need to stop it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I relate to Olivia more.
Really?
Yes.
I stopped relating to Olivia when she consciously decided. Well, when I started watching the show, I knew she was sleeping with a married man, and I didn't like that. But it's she just keeps making these decisions that I feel icky about. She just continues to sleep with him, and she continues to chase after him, and she's doing all these things that it makes me question her white hat.
Okay. Because
she pretends that she has this white hat on all the time. But then I think that's kind of the struggle of her character is is she black? Is she black or white? And every character has that. That's what I like about Shonda Rhimes. What I like about the show, you have a character that you don't like, and then all of a sudden you might like them, like the vice president, the woman from
Yeah.
last season.
Okay.
You hated her, and then I really felt for her at some point, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what's happening with Olivia. I'm not on her side right now. But I'm on Abby's side now. All of a sudden, I never liked her. I like her now. I like
Well,
Quinn
do you
a
think
little
that was
more.
intentional to create these complex characters who
Yeah.
are sometimes good or sometimes bad?
Like
or
humans.
excuse me, who sometimes do bad things
Yes.
and sometimes do good things,
Mhm.
and you don't know at any given moment how you're going to feel about what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because humans just, they do stuff.
Mhm.
We do stuff. And,
Yeah. We make
and that's
decisions.
okay.
Yeah. But when Olivia said, I'm going to go with Jake to Zanzibar. Is Zanzibar a real place?
Yes.
Okay. When she went to Zanzibar, I was like, oh, okay, she's making the right decision. And then when she decided to come back, I was like, I'm done with her. That's it.
Okay.
She had it, like she had made the right decision. She was doing good. And then she's just like, nope, I give up. And I understand you have to come back to plan your friend's funeral. I would have done the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then get the hell out of there. She saw, like, she was there for one day and it was already, like, all this stuff going
She
down.
got sucked right back in.
She got sucked back in.
She can't, like, she's a drama magnet.
She likes it. I think she likes it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we like it because we watch.
Yeah, and we just literally spent, last half hour talking about that show.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I can't wait to watch it.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it.
You're lying. You're going to
Okay,
watch
I'm gonna
it.
watch
You're
it.
going to watch every second of
Okay,
it.
if the first 2 episodes don't catch me, and by that I mean if she doesn't hook up with Jake at least twice in the first 2 episodes, then I'm not going to watch
I'm
anymore.
rolling my eyes at you.
A lot
Okay.
of themes on Scandal. Domestic violence,
Yeah.
sleeping with married men,
Yeah.
and indecision.
Sure.
And trust.
Women in power.
Women in power, yeah.
Women in the White House.
Although I kind of secretly wished that female vice president had become president.
Of course.
Just because I wanted to see it.
Of
Like
course
how they
you
would have
would've.
played it.
Hmm.
And she was crazy, but like that would have been so good for the show.
I find it interesting that like the women on that show are like, you feel some kind of way about them. It's like either you're like, she's crazy. Actually, I think you can say that about all the women on that show.
Yeah.
Can you say that about all the men on that show too?
I
Yeah,
don't.
I think I can.
That
I think
they're
they're
crazy?
yeah, I think all the men on that show are crazy too. It's just a bunch
David
of crazy
Wilson's
people.
Not crazy. And neither is that guy Abby's dating. Well, we don't know much about him yet.
Okay.
That new guy.
I would say all the major characters are crazy. You
Yeah.
can call them crazy.
Of course.
Okay.
But I think a lot of other TV shows and a lot of other movies, they have all these strong male characters, and then the women are just resorted to like, you know, the stereotypical female characters in movies and TV. And Scandal is one of those shows where every woman is different, and every woman has its own unique voice. And I like that about the show. So that's why. I guess that's why I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep watching.
I know, I know you would have.
I've
Changed
decided.
your mind. Because come Thursday night, you'll be like, okay, maybe I'll just see what's on. I'll just watch
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
And then you'd be right back in
I'll
there.
be hooked.
Just like the rest of us. Me tweeting, sipping red wine in my underwear, watching. I'll be watching. Excellent.
Anything else we want to talk about?
I want to talk about the burgers that are waiting for us outside this door.
Yeah.
About to
Thank you all for
throw down.
listening. Let us know what you think about Scandal, if you're going to be watching or not.
Yeah, tell us what we should be watching on television this spring, and like our Facebook page.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WoA with Lenina. That's WOA with Lenina.
Lenina.
LENINA. Alrighty. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy our first podcast.
Later, party people.
Bye.